All right. We're back, week 7.
Sir.
All right. We're back, week
Let's
7.
ride. Week 7. Sir.
All right. How we feeling?
Good.
Um, yeah, we're pretty consistent. I mean, licks and locks. We're coming on 7 weeks, 6 weeks in a row. Feels good, right? Feels good.
Yep. Yep. Made it to week 7. Yep.
Uh, Probably want to start here with a little recap of some games from week 6. We had two big losses. The Browns beat the 49ers and the Eagles beat the Jets. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, well, first thought, the Eagles are frauds. They knocked me out of survival in one of my pools. I'm down to one pool. Up the entire game, 14-3, then 14-6, then 14-9, and here comes the Jets D chipping away, and then they get a pick six. And that's where the game flipped, and unfortunately it was the last 2 minutes. They took the lead. I think it was 14-12. They won 19-14, 18-14, and Jalen Hurts could not go on a game-winning drive to win the game. He couldn't do it against the Jets D, who are 3-3, and Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl finalist, lost to Zach Wilson and the Jets. Just abysmal from him. Like you said, they haven't looked great this year, and that was a testament to that. They got to get it together. I think signing Julio Jones, though, is a positive for them. I do believe in Julio. He's a little old. He's not in his prime, but I do believe in what once was a great receiver in this league. I think he can add some production there where Devontae Smith isn't really providing it, and he will be out this week. I could see Julio getting some production. That's the only positive for that team right now, if it is one.
Yeah, I'm just going to come out and say it. I've been saying it. The Eagles and the 49ers aren't that good. I mean, I got a lot of hate for that. Oh, delusional Bills fan, delusional Bills fan. No. The teams just aren't that good. You saw the 49ers and Brock Purdy completely underperform when their two best offensive weapons went out. No McCaffrey, no Debo, no Brock Purdy in the 49ers. I mean, I will say credit the Browns defense. That defense is really good and I mean gave the 49ers some legit problems. I expected the game to go that way. I did not expect the 49ers to win. I said it last week. Had the Browns in my pick 'em. Um, and yeah, about Julio Jones, guys, come on now. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna act like that's some sort of pickup that's gonna put this struggling offense. It's gonna help them. Come on, guys. It's 2013. What are we doing here? And no, a lot of you guys waking up this morning in your fantasy football leagues, you're probably hyped up because you got Julio Jones on your team. Well, no, put the guy on the bench. He does not deserve to be a starter in fantasy. Also, I want to talk about a little bit the Bills Giants. I did think the Bills did underperform a little bit. However, I will say a lot of weird stuff going on. Prime time, Tyrod coming back. Um, that game was basically the Bills versus the Bills. I mean, the Giants got all of our old players, all of our old guys. Brian Dable, Tyrod Taylor, Hodgins, Boogie Basham. I mean, the list goes on. There's so many guys that the Giants have from the Bills. So it was like end game scrimmage. Dable clearly knew all of our plays and the way we like to play and set us up. Set his team up perfectly to keep the game close. However, the Bills did come up clutch at the end. Non-pass interference at all, guys. I mean, we can't sit here whining and thinking we're just gonna get calls. No, you lost. You got on the 1 yard line and you could not score. Give me what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, we almost lost to the really bad Giants with Tyrod Taylor a backup in. I don't know, just one of those games where you start slow and they really struggled, and it was just bad all around from the Bills. They have to be better to be a top 5 team in this league like everyone expects, and they need to bounce back in a big way this week at New England, and I think they just will. But yeah, that last play of the game, I thought it was pass interference. Both guys were going at it. But if you're the big Waller, I mean, the big Waller should catch it over the little Johnson, right? I mean, big
Oh,
target, up in the air ball. He was getting held. It was pass interference. But Waller, you've been underwhelming this year. Go up and grab that ball like any great tight end would. Gronkowski, Tony Gonzalez, Kelsey, they're gonna grab that.
Oh, you 100% come out and you catch that ball. You guys already got the freebie. You can't call for more pass interference after you got the first freebie. You got the first one. You got put on the 1 yard line. You have arguably, I'm not even gonna say arguably. Saquon's a top 10 running back. I'm not gonna try to throw him in the top 5. He's top 10, and you didn't give him the ball. You decided to throw the ball and then whine and complain and mope trying to ask for a second call. You guys are poverty. Don't even sit here and try to act like you're going to call for calls. We're not going to sit here and complain for calls. You lost because you suck. You couldn't score. You're on the 1 yard line twice and could not score. So, those are my thoughts. I mean, it was huge. Big win for the Bills. I take nothing away from them. Defense played amazing. Offense struggled a little bit. But, hey, that's what happens, it's the NFL.
It was holding. It was pass interference. He did grab the jersey, but
I don't think it really was. I mean,
he
hey,
escaped. The refs made the call. Is what it is.
like, but we're really gonna sit here and we're gonna give like them a second. So what are we doing here, guys? I mean, we're not gonna sit here whine and complain for calls. Just
By
no.
the way, when you get the chance, change your caption in the stream to week 7.
Oh, yep. Good call.
End of the day, the Bills are 4-2. The 1-5 stinky Giants that aren't going anywhere fall to 1-5.
Right.
At the end of the year, they won't be there. We will. It's just how that goes.
Right.
Refs favored us this game. We'll take it, I guess. It was pass interference, in my opinion. Tyrod should have had a chance. And he could have been a legend. He could have been a hero. A guy that used to play for the Bills comes into Buffalo, 15.5-point spread, beats him on the money line plus 850. Who would have thought that? But unfortunately, he was one pass interference, no call away, and that's how the cookie crumbled. We move.
Yeah. We have someone in the chat saying Bills fans would have complained if it happened to them, just like how y'all cry over the coin toss. Biased takes here. Yeah, that's just that's just how the game fell, I do want to talk about another game from last week, and that is the Lions and the Bucks. I mean, hey man, and I don't really want to talk about the game. I just want to say the Lions look good. They're out here, they're rolling. The Lions, they're up here. They're coming charging for the Super Bowl, baby. Hot take. They are a hot take and a hot team to come up and win the NFC. I think they can do it. Love the coach. Dan Campbell's done a great thing turning around the program. Them Lions are scary. We'll talk more about that later today, but them Lions are scary.
Yeah, they're good. 5-1.
Hey,
Very good.
yeah, you see that thing of the Olympic flag football? The Olympics are throwing flag football in it, and there's some talk that some of the NFL players are going to get in that and play in the Olympics. Imagine an Olympic USA flag football team. You throw Patrick Mahomes out there with Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons says he's interested, Justin Jefferson, possibly Lamar Jackson. I've seen names flying around, but my gosh, you throw those guys out there in a flag football league and completely dominate.
Well, I will say that's kind of where this NFL league is starting to head toward. I heard they might add a rule for no hip tackling in the near future. It's getting talked about for a potential ad. You can't.
Yeah, I mean, what does that even mean?
I don't know. So you can't hit them low and bring them down with your hip or something. I don't really know, but it's just a way to protect the players. Starting not to play football, starting to play pit-pat ball or soccer. I don't like it.
Yeah, me either.
Let's throw on the flags and just play flag football
right.
if it's gonna be like that from now on.
And
I'll stop watching the sport.
Yeah, and Tom Brady had something to say about that. He said the sport is getting soft. Just to tie back to that Bills pass interference, guys, it's football. There's gonna be contact. We're not gonna sit here and complain for calls when something doesn't go our way. It's football. Let's play football. Enough of this. Yeah, they're trying to change rules, hip tackling. I mean, I remember 10 years ago, Ed Reed would come across the middle and completely take someone's head off.
Yep.
Ray Lewis
That's
just
what I was about to say.
humble somebody. and it used to be a part of the
Just about to
game.
say Ed Reed would take your head off and they wouldn't say a word about it. We move on to the next play.
Right. You got any fantasy pickup, waiver wire pickups this week?
Yeah, there is some. I mean, the Rams, if you guys have been looking, they have signed a ton of guys. They lost Tyrell Williams and that Rivers rookie kid because they're hurt for this week. They have Zach Evans, who people picked up, but unfortunate news, they just signed who they used to have for 4 years, Daryl Henderson. They picked him up, and they also signed an old Dolphin named Miles Gaskin. So I don't know which. It looks like Gaskin's gonna get carries because he's elevated to the roster, and Daryl is not yet elevated. But I think by Sunday he can get right in that lineup and be elevated into the squad. So I went and picked him up in a league. You guys need some depth on your bench. I don't think I'd say start him, but go pick him up. There's also Julio Jones, who just got signed by the Eagles. Devontae Smith is out, so you can go ahead and get Julio Jones. He's an old guy, I get it. I believe in him personally. I would pick him up in deeper leagues, give him a shot maybe at your flex or bench stash. Just give him a shot. Devontae Smith isn't doing much. He could slot in as the number 2 there. Billy throws it around. I think he could get some touches, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
who
come and
knows?
fade you on that, man. Guys, don't go for Julio Jones. Don't waste your money on it. If you have picks, don't waste your waiver priority spot. You're gonna pick the guy up to sit on your bench. Maybe he's good for one touchdown. Maybe he gets one touchdown. And I don't see him ever scoring over 10 points in a fantasy game. Guy's done. I mean, get him in the freaking retirement home. He's old. He stinks. Can barely
Yeah.
run. Don't pick that guy up, guys. Terrible. Oh my gosh, that offensive coordinator from the Eagles is doing a horrid job. That offense stinks. Um, you have their main guys not even producing well. What makes you think that Julio Jones is gonna come in here and play well? Well, what makes sense? What sense does that make? This isn't 2015.
Yeah. One dimensional. Let's say it was. We have no running backs. Let's pass it deeper. Let's run the ball. Hurts. And then if we're 4th and 1, let's do the Philly push every single time up the field. And then if that gets stopped, you have no answer. The Jets showed that. Jets go out and beat that. I'm not going to call them frauds, but I am very pissed. Maybe biased. I'm very pissed at the Eagles right now. I mean, go and win that game when you're leading the entire game. What you said came to fruition. They did not look like a top 5 team or anywhere near it. They looked like a bottom 10 team. So, Eagles 5-1, yeah, but they do have some things to iron out moving forward. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go on and on. Hopefully, Julio gives them a boost. But yeah,
Yeah, let's talk about. I want to transition a tiny bit into QB controversy in the NFL. One, my take is, I mean, if you're the Giants, do you consider rolling with Tyrod? Daniel Jones comes back, and I know you're gonna say people are gonna be like, "Oh no, you can't roll with Tyrod because of the money." I get that. Daniel Jones had a highway robbery on him. Completely robbed the Giants clean and dry for nothing. Didn't even go into that bank with a ski mask on. He just hit it stone cold face, and they paid him. They said, "Here, take our money. Here, take our money." And
yeah,
and
he's
he stinks.
horrible.
He stinks. But also, I mean, you go look at New England, Mac Jones. I mean, is it time where you start looking elsewhere? It's like, all right, guys, do we start looking out elsewhere? One other thing I want to say about that Patriots team, Bill Belichick. I mean, you are nothing without Tom Brady. You can't win games without Tom Brady. Your record, you're close to coming negative. You're gonna be negative. Um,
Yeah, he is. He's like 80 or no, I think he's 80 and 93 without Brady.
the guy's nothing. He is nothing without Brady.
Trying to look at a little bit more fantasy guys. I would say pick up Shaheed if he's out there. Shaheed, pretty solid. Kendrick Bourne, gonna throw out some names you guys can go grab. Um, yeah, those two. Not saying they're great, but flex options or bench stashes. You need it. And then yeah, there's Daryl Henderson. There's I already went over that.
Yeah, we have someone from
Miles
the chat.
Gaskin.
Giants offensive line is terrible, and yeah, they are terrible. I mean, that team is in
Yep.
shambles. I'll personally take my L on the chin for this one. Coming into the season, I thought this Giants team was gonna be good. I thought they were going to compete. I thought they were going to be a playoff team. Somehow they regressed from last season. I don't know if that's because quarterback play, or the O line, or what's going on with them, but they did regress this year. It's sad to see.
Also, Kyler Murray just got activated off the player unavailable to play list. He is now available. You will not see him Sunday. You will not see him next Sunday. You probably won't see him the week after that. Potentially could. You will not see him this Sunday, though. It'll be Dobbs' backfield moving forward. They're going to give him time and really go slow pace with him before he actually plays. Survival pick's going to be Seattle. We can get into the slate soon here, but yeah, he's back. Also, AR just got reported. Anthony Richardson is officially gone for the year. Shoulder surgery. That's what happens when you run it 50 times a game as a rookie. It's not a good sign you want to see. He needs to show that big arm that everybody says he has and sit in the pocket a little bit more. That's what happens. It's really unfortunate. Feel bad for him. Hope he has a full and speedy recovery, but don't run the ball 50 times a game if you don't want that to happen. Straight up. Um, but yeah. Um, And then also, I believe Derrick Henry, the Titans are, for whatever weird, odd reason, a guy that still looks like he's in his prime at an older age. They're looking to trade him. Maybe they can sell high. Wherever he goes, I think they're going to try to get him to a contender. Wherever he goes will make them a serious, serious contender. If he goes somewhere.
Wait, you
It's
said Derrick Henry's on the move?
they're I just saw a report today that Tennessee is looking at options moving forward to potentially trade him, but we'll see what
Wow,
happens.
that's a shocker. Hey, one
Yep.
thing, throw this out there, right? If you are the Atlanta Falcons, say the Vikings get beat this week, or they have a
Who
bye,
they play?
or
They
I
can't
I
beat
believe they have a
anybody.
bye. I believe they have a
Play.
bye. They are in a bye.
They might
Oh
lose
no
to the
no
they
no no!
might
I'm
lose to the
sorry.
bye week.
I'm sorry. They play San Fran Monday night. Correction. But if you're the Falcons, do you go look at Kirk Cousins? Do you go, hey, you talk to the Vikings, hey, can we go get Kirk Cousins? That Falcons team is
Yeah, for sure.
is a QB away from making the playoffs. They need QB.
Will Kirk Cousins go and play for them? I mean, they are somehow better 3-3, but I don't know. Kirk wants to be on a contender, probably. I like Kirk. He's not bad at an old age.
Wait, he wants to be on a contender. What is he on a contender right now? You're not sitting
No,
here.
but he wants to.
The Falcons are not a contender with a QB.
No,
No, they're not. Oh,
maybe with a QB.
3-3 with Desmond Ritter, and they're not a contender.
They're playoff
The
contender.
guy's throwing for less than 100 yards a game.
I'd like to see maybe Jets, but they seem to have things a little bit turned around with Wilson. That was the talks, and now it's seeming like they're rolling with Wilson. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the Falcons could be a contender. They got a good D, a good pieces around Ritter. It's just Ritter can't throw the ball. So yeah, if he goes there, they are a contender. But, all right, what do you say? Do we start diving through games or not yet?
Yeah, so just for the viewers know, we do have a new format. We're not going to jump through every game. We're going to pick about 5 or so games to talk about the best games of the week. And then we'll just have our cards out for our picks that we have for those games, or for all the games. And maybe we just rattle off our pick sheet quick, what we got. But first game I got here, I want to talk about. I think we just
Let's
go
talk the
Jags
Thursday
Saints
night
because it's
football game
Thursday. Yup,
first.
we're right on the same
Okay.
page. Seeing eye to eye. See, it's just what a great podcasting duo does. Don't even have to discuss it. We're just thinking about it. Let's dive in. Jags Saints. Does Trevor Lawrence play? Biggest question.
Yeah, I don't care if he plays or not. Give me the Saints. Is that wait? Actually, I do. Is that why the line is this weird?
Yes.
That's what I was just gonna go into. Because I did see it at 3. Saints for -3. Maybe Monday, yeah, or Tuesday when he questionable. I think he's gonna play. That's why it's moved back to 1. So I didn't think about that. I was gonna talk about the line movement and say give me the Saints because of that and the way it's open and how they're favorites. I don't get it, but that is why I forgot about that. Still give me the Saints. The line's telling me something. I'm gonna bet straight off of this number, not the team. Give me the Saints. Somehow, some way, they get it done on a boring, ugly Thursday night game. Also, give me the under 40 points. You might see 20, 30 points max in this one. Give me the Saints 20-17. They get it done.
Yeah, I like the Saints here too. Um, Jags though, I mean, they are riding a high. I don't they're like finally getting over the hump. They look like that team that was in the playoffs last year. It
Yeah, so how aren't they -5 in this game?
I don't know, but it's actually like, oh crap, this team like can play a little bit of football. Um, I still believe though that Trevor Lawrence will suit up. Um, but like you said, the line is weird. I'm gonna come out and take the Saints. The Jags haven't scored a whole lot. They've been winning games, haven't been pounding teams, but that Saints defense is really good. They got a great D line, and I think they're just gonna cause some problems and make this an ugly, gritty game Thursday night, and they're gonna somehow, some way come out on top. I don't know how. I do think if you take the Saints with Trevor Lawrence playing, that is a hero play. But
Yeah, but they're at home. I mean,
yep, and I did take the Saints in my pick 'em.
me too. Yeah, we're locked in on the Saints. This might have to be a squad ride. We'll talk to the rest of the guys. They'll probably disagree. Squares on Jags this week. Sharps on the Saints. Let's move.
Let's move. All right, another big game of the week. I got Lions Ravens 1 o'clock. I'm Let me kick this one off. I just did boost how good the Lions were. They're very good. They're scary good. I think they are one of the best teams in the NFL. Um, However, I like the Ravens to edge this one out. Um, that defense is very good. Lamar, he's been scaring me. He's not been playing super good QB play, but like I do like the Ravens to win here. I am on them -3. It is one of my favorite plays. I just think they beat the Lions here. What are your thoughts?
You know which way I'm going on this one. It's gonna be the Ravens. It's gonna be at home. The Lions are at on their high horse. Ravens 4-2. They kind of need this one, a big one, going 5-2, even out them and the Lions, who are in the NFC. So it doesn't matter as much. But I think this is one Lamar will be ready for. I think it's a get right game for him. I think he goes crazy on this Lions D. You may see him rush around all he wants, throw it around to Andrews. I like Andrews anytime touchdown. I like this one over 42.5. I like the Ravens -3. I think they can win this by 6 and kind of calm the Lions down a little bit on their hype train. Uh, the Lions are very good. I agree. So I would not be shocked if they came into Baltimore and won this game, but I don't see it happening. I like the Ravens. I would not play this past 3 though. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, if it gets to 3.5, I mean, you easily take the Lions +3.5 there when it flips.
yeah,
Numbers guy, you just play the number.
yeah. But I'm gonna stick strong to my Baltimore Ravens to win this one and get to 5-2 on the year,
Yeah, I
barring
think,
any chokes.
yeah, I think the Lions do win. And I mean, hey, or I'm sorry, I do think the Ravens come out and win at home. Feel like again though another weird play. Lions 5-1, they're rolling, but I think the Ravens at home are just gonna be the better team. They're gonna be like, okay, Lions, pipe down. You're not used to being this 5-1 team. You're still the Detroit Lions. You're gonna pipe down a little bit. However, I will say I will give my flowers to Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. They are playing very good football. This is one of the games of the week, one of the best games of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a
Gotta be
banger
the
on
game.
a 1 o'clock game.
Gotta be the game of the week. It's not the game of the week. Pretty close to it, but
So
not
we're
quite.
both riding Baltimore -3.
Yeah, but you said Lions
No, I like Baltimore. I'm on Baltimore.
after you just hyped up the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions are really good, but I do like Baltimore betting wise. They come
Yeah,
and
I
win the
think it's
game.
a get right spot for Ball. They didn't lose last week, but it's a letdown spot for the Detroit. Yeah, you're gonna see the tread come off the tires a little bit this week. Baltimore wins this game. Lamar Jackson's far and above Jared Goff. Maybe not anymore, but he has been in his career. Give me Baltimore. All right.
Yeah, sticking with the 1 p.m. slate. Next game we're gonna cover, and it's a non-biased game to choose to cover. It's the Bills and the Patriots. I'll just keep this one short and sweet. Sweet. I think the Bills are gonna come out here and kill this team. -8. I'm all over it. I think the
Yeah.
Patriots are horrid, and I know the Bills have been struggling, and I'm not even gonna sit here and say the Bills are some great team. Psych, they are the best team in the league, but like the Patriots are just bad. They're gonna get slammed, bad, like bad. Uh, I will give my non-biased prediction here. I have the Bills winning like 35-3. The Patriots might not score a point.
Yeah, I also love the Bills in this spot. It's a get right spot, even though they lost. It is a get right spot for Buffalo. They will put a whooping on this Patriots team. I'm done on the Patriots. I gave up on them. They're in my grave. After that safety loss last week to not cover when I was on them +3, 2 minutes left,
Ugh, you
19 to
played the
17.
Patriots? Come on.
It was 19 to 17, 2 minutes left. Patriots have the ball to go win it. Mac Jones sacked in the end zone, safety, 21-17 Raiders. Obviously, you punt it away and you kneel on it. No timeouts for New England. Game's over. They lose by 4 instead of 3, or instead of 2. The +3 missed. Done with. Yeah, I knew it was a sketch pick going in. Done with this team. I think Buffalo on the road at home in my backyard. Buffalo rolls this team. Mac Jones sucks. I'll say it again for everybody that likes Mac Jones and believes in this Bama product because he was from Bama. Mac Jones sucks. He should be benched. Bailey Zappi should have been playing for him. If I was Belichick, I would have had Zappi in there 2 weeks ago or Cunningham. Mac Jones is bad. He can't move the ball. He takes sacks in the end zone. You name it, he does it wrong. He's not gonna say he's Zach Wilson because he is above him, but he's looking like Zach right now. He cannot get it together. People were high on him this year. He's really, really, really struggling. And yeah, I can't say enough bad about Mac Jones, unfortunately, right now. Give me the Bills -9. I'm gonna follow your take on that. What'd you say? 42-3, 35-3?
35-3,
I'm gonna
yes.
say Buffalo 42-10. A big win for
I also
Buffalo.
say 50 burger possibility.
Use them as a parlay piece. Use them with whatever you want. Buffalo wins this game by a lot. Allen goes off.
Yeah,
He's gonna show everyone why he's an MVP caliber quarterback. I'm not done. All right, I am done now.
all right, we have a
Bills roll.
chatter. Mikey O says, "Can the Bills put up that many points after 14 on the Giants?" And I mean, yes, they absolutely can. We're not. I'm not gonna sit here and just act like the 14 points against the Giants and the 20 points against the Jag. The last 2 weeks, the offense has been skidding a little bit. I'm not gonna sit here and overreact to that one bit. I think the offense gets right and gets rolling against this Patriots team, who has a hurt defense. They're missing basically every single one of their good players on defense. Um, let's see here. Who do they got all out this week? Jabril Peppers, their safety. Um, you have Ramondre Stevenson on offense, who's a little banged up. Kyle Duggar, their safety. Juju Smith-Schuster's out on offense. You have Josh Uche, Jonathan Jones. They got a lot of
Wow.
guys banged up on their
Hey,
defense.
hey, guess what though?
The silent assassin is done for the year. That cornerback, Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah. Guess what? Give me all those guys in this game tomorrow, Sunday. Bills roll by 20 plus still.
Great. I mean, I think you could throw Patrick Mahomes on that Patriots team, and he's not saving them.
And then we'd be talking about a real game.
Um, but yeah, moving on, we will go into the 4 o'clock games. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, we have the Chiefs and the Chargers. Another candidate for game of the week. Give me your thoughts. Kick us off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very pissed at the Chargers as well. They sold me on Monday against the Cowboys. I bet a decent amount on them. I lost. But they are not dead to me. I'm not gonna overreact a ton, and I'm gonna go back to this very, very mediocre looking team. For whatever reason, the line is short at 5.5. They should be maybe +7. But I get it. It's a division game. The Chargers will come to play, even though they're lacking offensive weapons outside of Keenan Allen and Josh Palmer, but and Eckler, but they're I don't know. I think they can keep it close with the Chiefs. They always do. I think they can cover, and I would not be shocked if they won this game. I cannot believe I'm saying these words right now because of how they looked against who I think is a little above mediocre, and that is the Cowboys. Potential frauds. Their defense did swarm. I'll give them that. Give them some credit. Monday night, but I'm gonna take the Chargers, play my units on it. Uh, yeah, hopefully they get right this game. I do think the Chiefs win the game though, but Chargers keep this one close within the number. Potential teaser piece, but I'm not willing to go to the grave at all on it.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs here winning by 10. Um, I just think they're the far better team. Their defense is actually severely underrated. They do have one of the best defenses in the NFL. The guys might not be there by name. The names might not be there, but this defense is scary. And then it's Patrick Mahomes. He's going to score points. This Chargers D is not good. They're coming off a bad loss, grueling loss Sunday. They've lost a lot of close games this year. I just don't think that they have it. Isn't what's his name's finger banged up as well? Justin Herbert. Um, he's in some pain, dealing with some pain. I love the Chiefs here to just roll this team. I could say that maybe it might be a close division game, just because it's division game, but I don't think this one's gonna be close at all. I love the Chiefs here. Chiefs spread -5. It's one of my plays of the week, and it will be on my card today.
Uh, Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, game of the week. Yeah, we don't align. You probably win, but I'm gonna roll with the Chargers still. Uh, yeah, the Chargers look anything like they did Monday night. The Chiefs will roll. Herbert looks banged up. I'm never going to give him an excuse though about his left finger, the hand that he does not throw a football with.
Might as well just cut it off, right? It's how much, it does not matter at all.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, no, I mean, it does matter, but I'm not gonna say that's the reason why they lost. No, he had a chance with 2 minutes to go down and win the game or tie it and kick it into overtime. Any legit great quarterback does that. That's why I'm not gonna call Herbert overrated on the pod, even though I had some tweets after the game when I was fired up uh, about it. I'm not gonna call him overrated, but he's inching closer and closer to that point when he doesn't go down and score touchdowns. I don't know if it's the system he's in with Staley, but game-winning touchdown drives. I don't think he's had one in, I don't want to say 2 years, but whenever he beat the Raiders that one primetime game, a year and a half ago, whenever it was, to go to the playoffs. But yeah, and then he choked hard against the Jags last year. We don't even need to get into it. Embarrassing, one of the worst losses you'll ever see in a playoff game. He's inching closer and closer for me, calling him overrated, but I'm not willing to go there yet because he has had a good year leading up to this Dallas game against a good Dallas D.
yeah,
I'll cut him some slack, but he's inching closer and closer.
yeah. I will say though, with this Chargers team, I just thought just went right through my head. Oh, the Chiefs. The Chiefs long week Thursday. They were done Thursday night. Long week to prepare for this division game. Chargers coming off a shorter week, played Sunday night. Just that recovery plays a huge difference. Chiefs plays Thursday, they're recovering Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back at practice again Monday, getting ready for the Sunday night game. You look at the reverse part of it, the Chargers play a grueling game against the Cowboys. You're recovering like Monday, Tuesday, then maybe you're getting in a better practice Wednesday, Thursday. Chiefs are just going to have more time to prep for this game. And I love what Andy Reid is going to do, and it's a full fade on the Chargers. They stink.
Yeah.
Their 2 wins this year came against the horrid Vikings where they won that by 4, and another one against the Raiders where they only won by 7. Um, the Chargers just aren't good. It's a fade for cash.
Yeah, I agree. They
It's
don't
that
look good
simple.
right now, but we got some people weighing in, some comments. Got Mike saying Chargers winning. I'm putting everything on it. Thanks for the bet. And then we have Cinny saying fade the Chargers. So they don't align on it. We'll see who wins, who covers me and Mike or you and
Yeah,
Nick.
Mikey O guy's a meathead for trying to
But
fade picks.
right now, looking into it, it does look like the Chiefs are the far better side, the better team at home. So we'll see. But let me just ask you a question. So you have Josh Allen, right, for the Chargers, right? He plays for, if he plays for them, does he go down and score a touchdown on that final drive, down 20-17 against the Cowboys? We'll probably see this December 16th whenever they play, or we'll just be up the whole game. But Josh probably goes down, right, and scores.
Yeah, I mean, are we seriously gonna ask this question now with a
Okay.
straight? You're
Yeah.
asking me this
No.
question with a straight face. Yeah, he's gonna go down and
Right.
score. Pretty simply, and that's the non-biased take at all either. I mean, I think you
How about
put
Pat Mahomes?
easily he's gonna go down and score.
Yeah.
Lamar
So,
Jackson though,
so that's
Justin
what we're
Herbert,
gonna say about Herbert right now.
Caleb
Yeah. That.
Williams probably goes right down there
But
and
my
scores.
point is, Herbert seems to not be able to do that. I don't know if it's his system or what. If it's his coach Staley, I don't know, but he seems to not be able to.
Overrated.
We'll see.
Overrated.
I'm gonna hold the phone on it just for a week more or 2 weeks more, but we'll see if they make the playoffs or not.
Yeah.
Let's move.
Yep, we move.
Done. And
We move.
team I was high on, and I'm not so high on them at all anymore.
Yeah, another 4 o'clock game that I think is a big one is Steelers Rams. I want you to start with this one because I've been flip flopping
I
between
don't
this game.
know. Yeah, it's a really weird number. The number says give me the Steelers any day of the week, but my football brain says the Rams. I like the direction the Rams are going in. I think they make the playoffs. I think they upset a team in the playoffs in week 1 if Nakua, Williams, and their guys are healthy and they show up as rookies in the playoffs. So barring that, I think they do steal a game. And right now, the playoff picture says the 7-seeded Rams would go in and play the 2-seeded Eagles, and that's when I would say, give me the Rams in to go in there and upset that Philly team. Hostile environment to play in, though. But right now, I would say I could see the Rams going in there and beating them. I don't know, make it a track meet, but I don't want to go to the grave with that because the Eagles have shown they can get to a Super Bowl under Hurts, so they have that experience. But
Yeah,
I'm big on the Rams. So to get it back to this game, I would go Rams -3 here.
yeah. I do like the Rams as well, and I'm on the under. I love the under. One of my favorite plays of the week. The number is moving upwards. I believe it opened at 42 and a half, and it's up to 44. So I think a little reverse line movement. Not sure why the public's getting on the over. Teams are 8-3 in the under. Pitt is averaging just 12.6 offensive points. The Rams are out of RBs. They're banged up. Stafford has a 53.1 passer rating under pressure. You have TJ Watt in there who's gonna get pressure. I will also say that Mike Tomlin will limit Kenny Pickett's attempts and look for more TJ Warren than short passing game. Both will run the ball a lot, so I think the time gets ticking. Also more stats. Just each team struggling on offense. The Rams are only averaging 21 points at home. Steelers only 14.5 points on the road. Pittsburgh's offense is averaging less than 300 yards a game of total offense. And continue to have issues with their offensive line, making it difficult to protect Kenny Pickett. The Rams have yet to score 30 points in a game this season, and Pittsburgh defense finds ways to keep them in games. So I just love the under here, not a lot of points. And then for the spread, I'm going with the Rams. And I'm just simply going off the fact what I've watched the last 6 weeks. The Steelers have been absolutely horrid. They have not been playing good football. So I think the Rams win here at home and cover as well. And the under goes. W sell job, take the under.
Yeah, some good analysis there, guys. We align on the Rams. Weird number, but
Jesus,
the Rams.
guys, we're aligning on picks. We're in trouble this week.
Where's might be on the Rams. Not sure what the splits look like, but yeah. I mean, football brain says the Rams.
Yeah, we move.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we move into Sunday night, and I mean this is probably game of the week. Dolphins Eagles. Sunday night football. This one is gonna be a banger. I'll start by kicking this one off. The Dolphins are the second best team in football behind the Buffalo Bills. One thing that scares me, man, about the Bills division is this Dolphins team. They are absolutely electric on offense. They cover spreads. I don't think the Eagles are going to be able to keep up with them. Yeah, the Eagles have a good defense, but but they can't score. The Dolphins got Tyreek Hill and Tua. That connection looks absolutely unstoppable. They also have a great run game with Raheem Mostert. I absolutely love the Dolphins here to win. I can't believe that I'm getting them at underdog value. I might look to bomb the Dolphins on Sunday night. I will absolutely love them in this spot.
Yeah, I agree. I align. I like the Dolphins a lot here too. You have the reigning front runner MVP right now. Yes, yes, he is the MVP on top of Josh Allen. Yes, he is as of right now. Tua Tagovailoa is above Josh Allen in the MVP race right now. Yes, he is. Now we got that out of the way. Yeah, give me the Dolphins plus 2.5. Yeah, Josh Allen. I'm going to the Bills a lot. We did slam them. That's their only loss of the season. They don't play as good on the road as they do at home, but I like the Dolphins here plus 2.5. They're a very good team. They had one slip up against a better team. We know who that is. Not gonna keep going on about it, but yeah, they won that game. I would take these guys as a teaser piece. I don't want to be biased against the Eagles. It's a get right spot for the Eagles. That's what I'm worried about. I would take the Dolphins though, still against this good Eagles D plus 2.5. I'm looking to get 3, but I don't mind a money line either. I took them and pick them as well. So yeah, give me the Dolphins. It's gonna be a close one, but I'm not surprised if they do lose.
Yeah, this Eagles
All
team
fine.
is really good, and I really hope that I'm not going wrong in this direction, but I really do have faith in the Dolphins here. I mean, they're just electric, man. They are electric.
What do you think about MVP? Who is it right now?
It's
In
Tua, I
your
mean,
eyes?
without a doubt.
Okay. All right, fair.
They're five
Thought
and
you were
one.
gonna say
He's
Allen.
leads the league passing yards by a lot. It's easily Tua Tagovailoa. He's playing great football.
And he's also got a guy named Tyreek Hill to help him out, who's
Right.
always open,
Yep.
24/7,
Yep. Tyreek's down
7-Eleven.
there somewhere. Oh, lefty. Poof. He's down there,
Right.
aired out.
Touchdown or interception. He's usually open, so it's a touchdown.
And then I guess we might as well just wrap it up with the
Without Hill, though, I will say I don't know how good Tua is without Hill. Maybe he is. Maybe I don't know.
yeah.
But
I think now we just maybe wrap it up with the Sunday night football or Monday night football game we
yeah, let
have.
me see. Let me scan the games though and make sure we're not skipping anything.
I mean, I think I hit
Yeah,
the
we're
good
not
games
really
right
missing
on the
everything.
like right on the head. I think I
Yeah,
nailed them
we're
on the
not
head.
missing anything.
I actually think I threw a bullseye dart at the best games of the week.
Yeah, I don't really want
Then
to
we'll
talk
cover the
Browns
prize
Colts. Give
times.
me the
No.
Browns though. But
Yeah. Do you have a card ready or no?
kinda, yeah. We
Um.
could talk teaser though too after, but let's get to this last game first.
Yep. Just the Niners Vikings. Vikings getting 7 here. I'll start off by saying I love the Vikings here. I'm gonna continue to fade this 49ers team. They're just not that good. Do Debo and McCaffrey play? I mean, if Debo and McCaffrey don't play, the Niners are going to lose outright. They will not play good football without those two on their offense. And Purdy struggles as it is, and then without them, they're in trouble. Saw you give a shrug and a deep breath there. Looks like you're not agreeing with that. What do we think?
Yeah, yeah, I disagree. I just think it's a the Niners had a huge letdown against PJ Walker and them Browns in that warming Browns defense. Very, very good. Top of the league along with the Jets. Um, yeah, they gave Purdy some real problems, and that's where you finally saw Purdy look like a second year guy, pretty much a rookie since he didn't have a full season last year and got to the NFC Championship game. But this week, I do think you're going to see him bounce back against a Vikings team that is just far and below a Niners team who is one of the best in the league, barring last week's complete breakdown and meltdown. But yeah, give me the Niners -7. I'm not scared to fade the 1-5 Vikings right now without a guy named Justin Jefferson. Team seems like it's breaking up. Are they 2-5? Not 2-4 now. They just beat the Browns.
Yep.
They got a
No, they
second
didn't beat
win.
the
I don't
Browns.
think
They
that'll.
beat
They beat the
Bears.
Bears.
Yep.
I'm not gonna give them much credit for that. Give me the Niners in a bounce back spot -7. I could see them winning by 10 plus. Get on the road here. Uh, yeah, yeah. Parlay piece. Hey, I'll say it right now. Parlay piece. It's very square. Niners Bills. Don't know what the odds you get on that bad boy, but if you're a square out there, which I know some are, you want to parlay, there you go. Bills Niners.
It is super square.
That one could miss. But -149, pretty juicy. I don't know about that. that game. We don't align.
Yeah, let's whip up a teaser.
Yep, I got mine ready if we wanna.
We missed our teaser again last week, correct?
Yeah, we're week 7. I think I'm 4-3 right now.
Yeah, we're
Or
struggling.
no, 3-3 going into week 7.
Yep.
3-3. I'll get it together this week. I don't love a teaser, but I do have one ready that I will take. I'm gonna go Seattle to win the game, -1 against the terrible Cardinals, and I'm gonna go with the. I was thinking about Dolphins, but I'm actually gonna go Giants +8.5. Not feeling great about it, but I do like the Giants to get a win at home over the Commanders this week. They showed some serious upside playing with the Bills on the road last week. I think maybe Tyrod gives them an extra boost. Like you said earlier, Daniel Jones isn't really him. He sucks. This team could be even better with Tyrod, and they showed that Sunday. So I do want to talk this game a little bit. I do like the Giants over the Commanders. Commanders coming off a big win. Who'd they beat? The Falcons. Yeah, on the road they dismantled them a little bit, won by a few points, but they were leading the entire game. Let down spot for Commanders. Get right spot for Giants after last week grueling loss. Giants win this game outright. Teaser for me: Giants +8.5. Seahawks -1 will be a regular unit play. Nothing big on it. Get to 4-3.
Yeah, I do like that Seahawks teaser list or that teaser play. I am gonna take that, and I believe I'm gonna back my Dolphins. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
play
was my next
Dolphins
pick.
+8.
That-
However, I think I'm gonna get spunky. And I'm gonna throw a third team in there for my teaser, and that is gonna be Atlanta +8.5. So +180. Throwing a three-teamer at you. This is scary. It's a scary,
Okay.
scary
I like
play.
the Bucks in that game -2.5. I will have a play on that. I will
Yep,
be
I
betting
am on the
Bucks.
Bucks, but I do like that teaser. Falcons +8.5. Seattle +1.5. Dolphins +8. However, I will give a lock teaser, and I'm gonna stick to our two teams teasers. I will go Seahawks -1.5, and I will go Dolphins +8. So that is my lock
Bucks
teaser. Seahawks, Dolphins.
-1.5. Dolphins +8. Yeah, that was gonna be mine if I didn't go the Giants. But
Jesus. Do I gotta go
Giants
somewhere else
+8.5.
now? That was gonna be yours. Do I
No,
need to
I'm
go
on the
somewhere else?
Giants. It was gonna be, or the Chargers +11.5 was gonna be, but I'm not doing that. So I'm going Giants, Seahawks. Get a win, Seahawks. You're my survival pick. Last survival I'm in to win Super Bowl tickets. Got to keep it rolling. I need the Seahawks big. If Kyler Murray is playing, God forbid, I don't think there's any chance he does. But if I will be switching this survival pick, probably switching teaser pick.
I'm on the
I'll
Seahawks
go
as
to the
well
grave
for
with it.
survival.
I'll take the Seahawks -1 in a teaser. Go win the game. Do your jobs. Get a win it like you should have last week when you fumbled against the Bengals when you were in the red zone 3 times and couldn't score 1 touchdown. Take care of this one division game at home. Beat the Cardinals. That's cool. They actually stuck his teaser on the action app, but I didn't. These were my thoughts prior to seeing that, and then he just has that in for Sunday. But I just like this teaser in general. I was looking at the board and what I came up with. Also, one of my favorite plays of the week is the Saints tomorrow night. Weirdly enough, I just love the weird line. Willing to go to the grave with it. But
Yeah, speaking about that, I'm gonna rattle off my card.
go
So
ahead. We have some time to talk. We're not even an hour in, so
look for ads on the Licks and Locks Twitter page. That is at Licks and Locks on Twitter. Full cards are always posted there. We have cards every day betting. I might advise you to fade those sometimes, but yeah.
yeah.
So my card. So the lock teaser: Seahawks -1.5, Dolphins +8. I have the under 44 in Pittsburgh Steelers, Los Angeles Rams. I have Tampa Bay on the money line -135. I have the Dolphins +2, the Bills -8, Ravens +3, and Bears +3. That is my card as of right now. I'm also gonna add the Browns -2.5. Add already. Big cat add.
Any player props?
Player props are gonna have to come later in the week. I don't
Yeah,
have
I
them
don't
ready
have
right
any
now.
either. But last week I did say Josh Downs, look for him, guys. And if he's still out there in leagues, fantasy, go get him. I said last week I liked his over anytime touchdown, which hit plus 550. I did not take it, unfortunately. Didn't even look at it in the books, but that's what it was, I believe. I saw it.
Here, I do have a pick for
And
you.
then yeah, he went over his receiving yards, I believe, at 25, and yeah, it smacked. Receptions over 4.5 hit. He had like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I do have a prop. Alvin Kamara over 25, or is it 29? Let me check.
Whatever.
Kamara over 29 and a half receiving yards. Um, I love him getting heavily involved this game at receiver.
We'll just screw around and bet the whole board this week. I like a lot of games, but we'll be careful. I'll pick like 5 or 6
Well,
of
we
these
got
that I like.
Cindy with an update. Astros base is loaded. I know you like the Astros today.
Yeah, I took them. And Nick has them. Parlay.
You want to rattle off your card?
Yeah. Yep. Saints -1. Bills -9. Ravens -3. Bucks -2.5 against the Falcons. Giants +2.5 against the Commanders at home. Bears +3. I'm aligning with you. Versus the Raiders, I think they went outright. I took them and pick them to win. Rams -3. Squares on that one. Chargers +5.5 at the Chiefs. Gross pick. And Dolphins +2.5 at the
Yeah.
You seeing? Teaser it once again. Seahawks -1 and Giants +8.5. But yeah. So now we get into our top five. Or what do you
Yeah.
wanna do?
No, let's get into our top five. My stomach's bubbling right now. I gotta use the bathroom at some point. Um, this is what I got for my top five. I have my list ready. I have the Bills at
I
one.
don't.
The Bills are my best team in the league right now. Bills at one. Dolphins are at two. Lions are at three. The Eagles are at four. And then at five, I have. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got to redo that list. Editors for a reason. I have the Bills at one. Chiefs at two. Dolphins at three. Lions at four. And then the Browns at five.
Fair. I believe that was
That
the
is.
NFL's power rankings at 5.
Yeah, that is my top five. I also think you could slot the Jags in there at five. They are getting over the hump and they're playing really good football. The league needs to watch out for them.
Yeah, I was wrong on that last week. They dismantled the Colts. That was my favorite play, I'll admit. Hand up, bad pick. Minshew got destroyed. He looked awful. Everyone on that offense looked awful, barring a few guys. Yeah, Minshew was so bad. He could have threw 5 picks. I think he threw 3, but there was a couple of drops the Jags D had as well. So my top 5, Dolphins 1. Would say they're looking like the clear best team, but nobody really looks like that besides the Niners, barring last week's game. And I do have to affect the Niners in my top 5 because they lost to a backup who should be in the XFL and PJ Walker, who came from the XFL. PJ Walker. I'll give credit to him, though. He's not all that bad. Dolphins at 1. Chiefs, they're just showing they can win as long as Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback. Doesn't matter who they have. Kelsey's at tight end. Chiefs at 2. Lions 3, not willing to go to the grave with it, but their record shows they're the third best team in football, or they're in the top 5 at least. 5-1, they're playing good football. Niners, I could flip flop with the Lions right now at 4. I have the Niners at 4. I could flip flop them at 3 with the Lions for sure. I could see them beating the Lions in golf. And then 5, I don't. Between the Eagles, Jags. Not gonna say Buffalo because they had a bad performance against league's worst Giants. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, Eagles. I'm not gonna let my bias come into this one. I
Wait, the
guess I'll
Bills
go
aren't
with
in your top
Eagles
five?
at 5. No, they are not. All right, Ravens I could throw in there. They escaped the Giants. I know we talked a lot about it, the pass interference controversy. They escaped the Giants with Tyrod. They got to get it. They got to show me something, and I believe they will this week after they pound the pads, and I probably have them in my top 5 next week. I don't know. I don't really have a fifth best team right now. I don't want to say the Eagles. Bills, I kind of do want to throw in there. You think they could beat the Eagles right now? I know your answer on that. I don't have to ask.
Well, what was it?
You think the Bills can beat the Eagles right now? I believe they can. So maybe, yeah. Screw the Eagles.
I
Get
can't
'em
believe
out.
you're asking me these questions with a straight face. I really
Yeah.
can't. Like,
I don't know. Who's the fifth best team in football? Audio, help me out here.
you have the
Who's
Lions
your
on your
5?
list?
Yep.
The Ravens,
Chiefs,
probably.
Dolphins, Niners.
I mean, if you don't have the Bills
Yeah.
on there, you're
Yeah.
crazy.
But Ravens, what did they do last week? Sorry,
They
I know I'm
won.
dragging this,
They beat up
but
the
I'm
Titans. 9:30 in the morning, they beat the
yes, they did.
Titans.
Okay, give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens. I'm gonna switch. Give me my Ravens at number 5, even though the Bills are probably better, but just coming off of power rankings, what we saw last week and stuff. Ravens.
Wow, and the Stros go up 3-0 lead.
Nice. Take that. That's nice to
Yep.
see.
One thing before we end, I kind of want to talk about the future of this podcast. When NFL season ends, I kind of wanna. We might need to do 2 episodes a week, maybe. Like I just want to talk about some other sports. If we want to do all sports total, or um, but we need to keep this going in the off season. So we need to run sports through all the time. So keep that in mind, okay? Maybe we transition into more college basketball or just stuff in general. So
Yeah, for sure. Let's keep it rolling. Let's see if we can get through this football season, and
Yep.
yeah, add an episode in. Basketball starts in like 17 days, and you know how sharp we get there. So keep tuning in. It's one of my best sports to bet, to be honest. Uh, if not the best, up there with NFL. So
what's left?
DFB, I'm struggling.
Is there anything left on the slate to give a pick out or no?
No.
New Mexico
No.
State, UTEP, one game.
Yeah, I would go fade everybody and take UTEP, but I'm not willing to go to the grave with this game. Action guys are all on New Mexico State. The only one that isn't is Krabs. I believe there's 6 on New Mexico State. Krabs is the only one on UTEP. Twitter guys on UTEP, action guys on New Mexico State. Who we rolling with?
I say we just roll with the under.
I'll give out a pick this weekend though for Saturday. Penn State +4 at Ohio State. What a game. We should go, but we're not gonna obviously. Great game. Give me Penn State and the points.
Yeah, we really don't have. There's no hockey left. I couldn't get my hockey bet out because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Just horrid.
I was supposed to add a parlay that I didn't add that's gonna smack Knicks, actually Ottawa and the Astros.
In the preseason.
No. Senators hockey and the Astros baseball. I'm actually on a preseason bet though. I'm on the Nets.
Jeez.
Just tailed some action, guys.
Yeah, I honestly can't give out a play right now. I don't have a confident play to give out.
Yeah, me either. I'm on Sam Houston State -5.5. They're tied 10-10 going into the half. And then I'm on the Astros money line, who we got an update. They're up 3-0. Good to see. But go Rangers and Phillies.
Yeah.
Should I bring up that parlay or just leave it for another time?
What parlay?
Rangers, Phillies make the World Series.
Oh no, bring it up. I mean, it's a hot parlay.
Yeah. You might not get a pot in before the series ends. But I'll just so I have the Rangers to make the World Series, Astros to make the Phillies to make the World Series, both up 2-0, barring what happens tonight. Plus 58.50. 10 wins you $585. Took it right before the playoffs started. And then I also have the Rangers to win the World Series at plus 1600. 20 wins you 320, and the Phillies plus 1600. 20 wins you 320, totaling out 905. if the Phillies and Rangers make the World Series. Just some sharp stuff from your Licks and Locks podcast. Um, yeah. Hopefully this pans out and I don't jinx myself.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up. We cut off
Yeah.
30 minutes, roughly through going all the
Yeah.
games. How do we think we like the new format? Clips will be posted
Good.
later this week. We're gonna see how they do, and we're gonna see how this new format plays out for us. Thank you guys for tuning in. Cindy, thank you for tuning in. And Mikey O for giving comments and stuff. Keep it interesting. But yeah, we'll be see you next week. Week 7, 6
Yep.
weeks strong, baby. We'll see
Yep.
you.
Move.